Hello everyone and welcome back. If you are new here and are unaware of who I am Ren, and thank you for tuning in this week. I am going to be doing something a little bit different. Rather than scripting this entire video, I will be reading from some notes and bullet points that I have created to save myself time and maybe get a little bit more of my own opinions in here. So just let me know if you like this, prefer a full script more. Anyways, Dream and TommyInnit, that shit that happened. So basically, to sum this up, TommyInnit was asked on his podcast. TommyInnit was asked on his podcast the Worst Person That You've Met award. And that basically sparked all of this because his response was basically, yeah, Ms. Kiff. He went on about some social interactions that were pretty awkward. Apparently, Ms. Kiff saw Tommy alone at, like, fucking TwitchCon or something, like one of those conventions, and saw this kid alone, tried making small talk to be nice, you know, like most of us do, because they were just waiting on their friends. They're just kind of hanging around, waiting on friends to show up, I guess. And Tommy goes on about how awkward it was and how Ms. Kiff just pissed him off. He went on to, like, call him a twat and stuff like that. Tommy's friend Jack then said, "Hey, you guys have barely met." And Tommy responds with, have you ever met someone you hated for absolutely no reason? Which, yeah, I'm guilty of that myself. Can't really judge based on that. I feel as if people should understand, like, in general, not everyone's gonna be everyone's cup of tea. It does kind of feel like banter for like the most part. It feels like very exaggerated in this podcast. So, like, Tommy's response does feel a bit exaggerated, but it's probably just because being an entertainer is to exaggerate things sometimes, I guess. The internet being the internet, we will not be letting anything slide if anyone says anything slightly mean about us as a person, us on the internet. We will be dramatic, and we will have to make an entire response stream. So that's exactly what Ms. Kiff did. He responded, and again, both sides just kind of feel like banter and exaggeration, like drama for the sake of starting some fucking YouTube drama. Like, they do seem angry, don't get me wrong, but there's also just like a level of unserious that is notable during Ms. Kiff's response, and again, in Tommy's initial, like, fucking response, it just sounded exaggerated. So I mean, hey, might have just been exaggerating, might have been exaggerated a bit for the sake of drama. But Ms. Kiff said that they barely had any time for social interactions as he was on the phone, and goes on to call Tommy insufferable. Again, kind of just two people arguing like high schoolers over YouTube because they're both, like, socially inept apparently. Ms. Kiff says that he was just trying to be nice, waiting on their respective groups of friends to come around. And if that's truly the case, then, like, yeah, Tommy is a bit of an ass in this situation. If someone's, like, trying to be nice since they see you, like, standing all alone, I don't care how awkward or obnoxious it is, it's not really necessary to be, like, a dickhead. From what it looks like, they just don't like each other, which is, like, all fine and dandy. I know that, like, not everyone's gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but I don't know why this had to be a whole dispute over YouTube, though. Everyone else started, like, weighing in because, again, this is public fucking YouTube drama. It's literally just a nothing burger. I don't know why people weighed in. It's literally nothing. It's two people who don't like each other having banter about why they don't like each other and just being dramatic for the sake of getting millions of fucking views. So I don't know why people are pitching in, but everyone else is just weighing in on this. So XQC gets his foot through the door during this drama. It basically just insults everyone, calling them cringe, which, yeah, kind of true. It's fucking YouTube drama.
Okay, well, these guys are all cringe, sorry. Bro. I don't mind, like, not getting, like, a Mrs. like person in real life, whatever, right? And it can brush people the wrong way or whatever, right? But, like, what an overreaction.
XQC does also make a good point in that he says that creators who small talk then run to the internet about how bad their experience was are losers, which, again, very true. It is kind of cringe. Small talk isn't meant to be the most comfortable thing in the world. It's literally just supposed to get you through the fucking interaction. But TommyInnit isn't taking this slander, gamers. He's gonna clap back for real and show these guys who's boss. So he finds an image of XQC with Trump and calls him cringe, which is true. XQC is cringe. He's a fucking reaction streamer. They go back and forth calling each other cringe like true, real adults. Then Dream pokes his head in through the door and just responds with a silly little meme, calling all of TommyInnit's fans the R-slur. And I'm not gonna lie, I giggled. So Twitter being Twitter and Dream being Dream, the internet gets mad at him for using the dreaded R-slur, which again, I feel as an influencer that's valid. That word should not be in like your vocab in general. But I don't think this should end someone's career. But Dream is neurodivergent, and I feel that it does hold less weight when that's taken into consideration. But it wasn't necessary. There's a million other words you could use to call someone a fucking idiot, and it's far less harmful just to straight up call someone a fucking idiot. The tweet was deleted, and Tommy didn't find it funny, which, again, reasonable. I feel like just calling someone's entire fan base that word is not nice, and it's not what we should do ideally. But Dream then decided to make a Reddit post talking about how he's neurodivergent and thought, you know what, it's fine, which again, fair enough, people do go by that rule sometimes, but the internet is like pretty divisive when it comes to that word, which again is fair because I feel like there's not a lot of spaces where you could use it without it being derogatory. So in response to all of this, Tommy makes a video, the video, simply titled Dream.
Talk about you calling all my fans the R-slur. You can't throw around the R-slur, mate. You just can't. My mum worked with adults with disabilities, and since I was 12, I volunteered with her. These are real, fucking amazing people, who I think of like family.
To summarize this, to not make this video too long, since again, this is supposed to be brief, Tommy talks about Dream's use of the R-slur against him and his fans, and specifies that his mother has worked with disabled adults, and he has volunteered to do so as well, and he considers them family, and that language is harmful to those people who he considers family, and you can't really argue with that. He's seen people affected by that word, and as someone, again, I'm on the spectrum, I have ADHD, yeah, the word is harmful, and I feel like, again, even though it does hold less weight with Dream being neurodivergent, it's just not nice to go around and saying it. Just call them stupid. There's literally no reason to use ableist language. Just call someone a stupid fucking idiot. That's literally all there is to it.
In your stream you slagged off a lot of my pals. Friends are all idiots, but they have bloody good hearts. However, with your group, I cannot believe how the George stuff from a year ago went down. I cannot believe the response to it online. It's disgusting. It's sexist, man. And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
He then brings up sexism and says that behind the scenes, Dream and his friends spoke very not nice about women. But we have yet to see this come to light, and if it is true, and if the evidence does come forward, then you can expect me to update on this, as that is something that I take very seriously.
Dream, 4 years ago, you were awful to me. When I was 16, you gave me YouTube advice, and you held that over my head for years. You didn't treat me like an equal, and you made me feel small. The Dream SMP, a lot of your success, just wouldn't have happened without me, streaming every single night on the server and caring about everything as much as I did. And you made me feel small about that. And I was a kid. Shame on you, man.
And then apparently when TommyInnit was 16 doing the Dream SMP stuff, Dream gave him YouTube advice and held it over Tommy's head, saying that he'd be nothing without him, which Tommy claps back and saying that his effort did help the Dream SMP grow, which in massive servers like that, everyone usually does play a role in helping things grow and, you know, get the fucking server out there, you know, just so that other people can see it. Like, that's a very normal thing. So everyone plays a part when it comes to growth like that. So Tommy would be correct here. Now, after this video dropped, I believe Dream went live for about 3 hours, and Tommy's friend Tubbo did a review of the stream, basically taking Tommy's side from what I've skimmed through. I haven't watched the whole thing, I'm sorry. And that's kind of where the drama stands still. I know Dream made a video in response, but I need to get this out by Sunday, and I don't have time to keep updating the script because I need to edit it. So maybe I will make an update depending on what comes from that. So I'm curious as to how this will continue to go and play out. But anyways, that's your weekly drama coverage from yours truly, your favorite Jolly Rancher haired motherfucker. If you'd like to support me and my channel, you can leave a comment and subscribe. And if you'd like to buy my next chalupa from Taco Bell, you can become a channel member. Anyways, I'm Ren, I'm tired, and thank you so much